Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again for our third and final episode of Dice Legends. We are taking a look at the demo. The game is freely available for, I should say the demo is freely available for you to try. The game did come fully out at this point of recording, and it's for 20 bucks on Steam, and I believe just that's the only location for it. I don't see this game not being available on other platforms, so if you're like an Epic game fan or something like that, I would definitely take a look and see if it does end up getting posted out there. But this game is available full release, $20 for the busy gamer. If you have 20 bucks burning in your pocket that maybe you might want to spend on a game, take a look at this video, see if it's for you. This is our third and final episode for Dice Legends. We're going to be closing out our opinions on the game, going over the final mechanics on things and how things have been for me playing the game, and if I feel like the game is worth it for you guys to try it out. Last episode, I was showing you guys Chapter 2. This episode, I'm going to be showing you guys a new character. We have Zin. I want to show her off. She's a serpent. She has D8's. Her dice deck is poison oriented, as it is, like marksman kind of oriented. She's a lizard. She's leaning into the trope, as it were. But she has a lot of fun other things in her kit, where she's got the curse dice that allow her to really get more synergies out of her cards. So we're going to jump into the game with her, and we're going to move on. So the game doesn't change as you go into the game's campaign or path. You just have to pick a path, and then you get to the boss for chapters 1, 2, 3, etc. as you go through. The longevity of the game is the completionism. If you want to play this game and really explore everything, you'll definitely get your $20 worth. You'll definitely get the marks worth on this game. And the design aesthetic for the pixel graphics resonates with me. It may not hit the mark with everyone, but I really did find myself quite enjoying it. So as it stands right now, we go into the town, and this is our first fight. Very on the rails, very simple monster that we have to go against. The game setup is we have dice that we roll. Ari rolls a six-sided dice. Zin rolls 8-sided dice, and the other character rolls 12-sided dice. So in that same vein, you have to make sure that you are hitting the marks. You have more probability as you get to the tougher characters or more advanced characters. So just keep that in mind as you are playing the game, what you're looking for and how it's going. All right, so we see here we can just do 2 damage to every enemy. We can get block based on just a flat block. That's not bad. Increase max health by 3. We can use this per battle. That's not bad, actually. And we can do poison. Let's do the poison first, right there. And then I don't have a reroll, so it's not really going to help me too much. So I'll just do the block. Well, no, there's no block. There's no need for a block. 2 cursed dice. A die with the value of 1 cannot be used on yellow cards. I mean, I can get 2 dice and I can throw. Yeah, let's do it. Let's chunk that out, and then we'll get the 2 cursed dice, and then we'll be able to do this right here, and then we'll be able to do this right here. And then, do I want to use the block? Yeah, let's get the block. Let's just have it. It holds on to it, so all good. Right there. Cool. Awesome. Yep. So we got a little bit of a cursed dice in our mix right now. Those are just terrible with the just ones. That's just terrible. Decrease all values of dice to 1 in the next round. That's just awful. You're rude. You're just rude. That's just what you are. You're just rude. Really, we can't do a heck of a lot, but we can re-roll, so we're going to do that. Got an 8. That's kind of puts us at the other end of the spectrum, unfortunately, but it's all good. We can do the block. They're going to hit us for 1, but first I want to hit you with another poison. Let's re-roll. A 6, that's not bad. Is that going to finish you off? That's not going to finish you off. I can do marked, and that's going to increase the damage taken. Is that going to be enough? I think that'll be enough. Won't it be enough? Put that on you. Oh, so close. No, the poison will finish them off. Yeah, the poison will finish them off. Yep. Yeah, so I didn't need to worry. Yeah, poison ticks at the beginning of the turn. Alrighty. What do we got here? Risky duel, lose 3 health, 15 damage. Duplicate. Ooh, that might be really good to have. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. We're gonna do the duplicate. Alright, next fight. We're gonna go get a new item. Let's get a new item up here. Alright, so you're gonna hit me for you're gonna hit me 3 times for 3 damage. You're gonna hit me just for flat 7. That's less than ideal. That's less than ideal. 1 through 5 is gonna give us duplicate a dice. Do I get to pick the dice? It duplicates the ones. Okay, so fair enough. Learned that. Let's do this on you. Yep, so bring that down. So he's now, I guess that would have been better on you, because then you would have only done 1 damage. Yeah, that was silly of me. That was silly of me. Alright, well, we're going to get the block going right there. Let's get some cursed dice out here. And you know what? We're going to reroll this. There. We're going to put this on him. So now he's taking a little more damage, and we're just going to do some damage out here. Right there. Cool. Awesome. Got a little bit more damage, or a little bit more blocks, but they were still going to eat some damage here. I should probably be leaning into getting Zin some more HP, because that seems to be coming up quite a bit. And I really should be. I should probably be locking it, and then holding on to it so I can actually get it out of each combat. Alright, so 1 through 5. And I got to reroll. Well, I mean, I can gain block. They're just gonna debuff me, and they're just gonna, that's gonna hurt my feelings. I guess I could I really gotta reroll this, don't I? Yeah, I really gotta reroll my 1. Got a 6. So if I apply poison to you, so that's gonna be 5 at the start. Gonna hit you for that, and then that'll get you dead, and they're just gonna hit me for the debuff. I'm gonna hold on to that. So they're gonna die from the poison. They're gonna get taken out. Good. And now they're gonna apply another debuff. Oh darn. How dare you. Yeah. So I'm actually just gonna do this. Right there, just give me that, and then I'll just call the turn good. Alright, so now they're going to do 10. The weakness needs to go... shoot, I guess. How do I want to do this? Well, I'll just drop the 1s because I can't reroll. And then if I duplicate the dice... Can I not duplicate the dice? Oh, I can't duplicate... Okay. So I just should have done that one before. Okay, it has to be real dice that I duplicate. Gotcha. Alright, so... Let me block... No, let me... Give me the block. Give me this. Right here. There we go, and then I could do you right here. Get a little bit less damage. And then just coin damage? Question mark? Yeah, I mean, that's really what we're doing. Right there. Okay. Throwing loose change at them. Make them hurt. Make it hail out here. Right. Awesome. So, talking about the final design of the game and what I found for this game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I actually really quite enjoy the mechanics. I really quite enjoy the build paths for the characters. I quite enjoy trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and if it doesn't work, how spectacularly it fails. I think it's really fun to see the pixel art graphics and how they work. They did a really great job with the presentation for the game. The mechanics are intuitive and they do flow as you read the cards. They make sense. They are cards that you want to keep playing and you want to work with. There's no card that I found that I'm like, wow, I really just don't want that card. No, there's actually a lot of use for a lot of different cards out there, and I find that very refreshing, because quite oftentimes I wind up in situations where I play these games and there are cards that I'm like, this card is just completely and totally worthless. This card is completely and totally not for us, or not for the build. But it seems like every single time the RNG ticks in, it actually allows us a chance to what's the word I'm looking for? To build around all the cards in our catalog, as opposed to having the, one or two cards that are just really not worth it and really not for us. Let's see here. So I do love also that each card has its own character portrait for the character you're playing. There is not cards out there that seem to be, what's what I'm looking for? That seem to be just the blanket generic cards. Even though it's the same card, the same functions, it's still really good to see the characters portrayed on all the cards. Looks like every 4 turns you gain charge. Every time you apply, if an enemy applies a debuff to you, they gain 1. Oh, that's fine. These are all life totals centered around. Gain 2 health every turn. Gain 2 block when you reroll a dice. I mean, this is probably what I would go with. Exchange an item. Upgrade it. I don't have any items to upgrade. Or I can remove a card. Do I have any cards I want to remove? I really like all of them right now. So, I mean, I guess this one is probably the better one to take. Or this one, stand. Let's do the block. Let's take the block one. There we are. Cool. Awesome. All right, we're out of here. We spent all our money. We flat broke. We got $3 to our name. That's barely enough to take the bus nowadays. But yeah, going further into the game, the story, the narrative is pretty fun to try and figure out what's going on in the world and trying to flesh out where your character's drive comes from and what each motivation is for the NPCs as well. Definitely a lot of fun to try and figure out, what the best path is to try and Across the Obelisk game that we covered on the channel beginning of this year is very similar in idea for this game, where you have, instead of just a party, you have a single character though. And I think that that's where this game really draws a lot of good inspiration from, because that was a really fun game. And it made the player replay in a good way. It wanted you to keep playing to unlock certain things and go down certain paths and get different characters. Now, let's see here. So in here, we've got 3, 3, and 3, 3, and they're going to hit me with this debuff. I hate that. I hate that so much. I can duplicate a dice, and I can reroll. Actually, let me duplicate the dice. And then let me reroll. We get a 5. And we get a reroll. An 8. Alright, cool. Nice. Alright, so we got some armor going on. Not really all I was hopeful for, because I can do... Yeah, if I do max damage here, weakness reduces the damage they deal. So, alright, let's go here. And I can do the cursed dice, and we can... Let me re-roll this one more time. Right, is that what I want to do? Yes, I'm going to re-roll this one more time. Oh, 7, high roll, that's unfortunate. Because that kind of pigeonholes me into doing... So 2, 4, 6 times... So that'd be 8 across the board. You know what? I don't really want to, but I'm going to. Let's do it. Right there. And if I apply weakness to you, and then I just hit everybody with attacks, there's that. And I mean, I can just restore my HP, right? Yeah, might as well. Then we get the free block, and we're going to take a little bit of damage no matter what we did, but we kind of played around it. And that's one of the best things about this game as I've played it, is even in the demo, the balancing is tough but fair. There is usually a way for you as the player to feel like you have some control, for you to feel like you have some level of engagement inside the game, where you're like, oh, okay, that happened, I guess I need to do this. Oh, this happened, I guess I need to do that. So it is pretty cool to have that level of understanding for the game, even though it is just a simple, adventure game the way it is. Let's see. So I can gain some block. Yeah, let's do that. We're only getting 1s, so I might as well get this right here. So I can gain 4 block, or I can get some armor. Let's gain the life, and then let's mark you. And then let's get a little bit more armor. Yeah, let's do that. All right, good. Cool, and then we got a random dice. Deal 3 damage to you when deal 3 damage to yourself when you use a dice. Ugh, this is so annoying. That's just annoying. So it's gonna make me do that. And we got nothing but 1s again. Fabulous. Right there. And that's gonna stick around, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yep, that's sticking around. That's just joyous. I love that so much. I love that so much. All right. I can do 4. I can finish. No, I can't really finish you off. I could do 2. 1. So I can do 6. That's not going to finish them off, is it? No, that'll finish them off. Yeah, if I do that right there, I go here, and then just AoE damage you guys. Even though I'm chunking the heck out of myself, I'll just dump these right here. Ow. Not fun. Not fun. But yeah, the game does a really good job of giving the player a challenge, but keeping it fair. This is still very fair. Trust me, this is still very fair. I have ways of restoring my health. I have ways of restoring my character, and it's not that bad. See? Absolutely not that bad at all. It may look bad when you're first in it, but it's like, oh no, you got it figured out. And I'm like, yes, I do. And that's a permanent life increase too. So that's telling me that this character they know is weak, and they're trying to figure out and flesh it out. It's not that bad because every single time you die, you also unlock achievements for progressive runs, and you unlock the quintessential roguelike elements of playing the game and getting that meta knowledge and that understanding. So again, don't feel like you're punished for bad plays. It's a really good games in the sense of balance and the way it has worked. In the compendium, it tells you exactly where you are standing with unlocking certain pieces of gear and how the game progresses for those pieces of gear. And it gives you a % complete right here on the story progression. So I played this game for probably about, we'll say, 4 or 5 hours, and this is just the demo, and I've only gotten about 15%. That could be a measure of my skill, and I'm not going to say that it's not, but it's also something that is like, okay, so that might give you a gauge on 4 or 5 hours, and I got about 20% through the game, so that's $5 based on the cost of the game. If you do the math correctly, because the game costs $20, 25% of 20 or 25% of 20 is $5, because that's 1/4 of 20 is $5. There's the math for you. But yeah, so third and final episode for Dice Legends. Closeout thoughts. The funness is there. The replayability is there. The pixel art, the beauty of it is there. The investment in time is there. And I think that this would be a worthy addition inside the Busy Gamer library if you have $20 that you're looking to spend on a game and enjoy. And it's the card game roguelike mechanic game. This one's right up the alley. This was Busy Gamer Dad. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to take a look at Dice Legends with us this week. Next week we'll have something fresh and new to look at. We hope to see you then.